This topic is pretty close to my heart because we are talking to the recruiters here. And why it is like that? Because I'm on a mission to impact 5 million lives. And ultimately, to make this industry is a very special where each and every recruiter can feel respected. And when we talk about respect, it won't just come like that. Because if we understand it from the ground level, the respect is something which is associated with how we behave in a certain way. So here, when we talk about having respect, and that is associated with how we interact. So first, focus on, are we driving ourselves with a purpose in mind or with a motive in mind, or we are just doing our work thinking that I just need some money. And no doubt, why the recruiters sometimes feel drained, exhausted, and sometimes they feel as if they are doing nothing and just doing some monotonous work. Why it happens? Because our thoughts are associated with a tangible thing. That is money, that is incentive, that is recognition. And again, there is no problem, there is no issue in associating ourselves to the end goal, but it doesn't have to be that one particular thing. If we are associating ourselves to this industry, let's bring a purpose to the place, okay? Find out what exactly that motivates you, why you exist there. And again, when it comes to the work, just do not attach yourself to a placement, a submission, or just a weekly or monthly target, because we as a human being, there is so many things to do. It is a pretty bigger thing that we need to achieve. So in that particular time, if we just associate ourselves with a tiny amount or a small recognition, things may not work. So here, what is that? The one thing that you can learn and you can implement that can definitely change the way you are looking at your work. So that is the energy management, okay? For example, if you had a placement, how did you feel? You'll feel good, right? It's like you'll feel positive. You'll feel like, yes, I achieved something. I have done a great job. That is what you feel. And so many people will come to you. They appreciate you. They congratulate you for your achievement. And your internal feeling goes up. You'll feel a lot of energy. So if you look back, and if I ask you, did that placement bring you a lot of joy or happiness? And at that point of time, you may say, yes, this particular placement got me joy, happiness. But in fact, if we dissect the things, if we go back and understand, just because you were positive, you were energetic, that's the reason you got the placement. And that is the results of being positive. For example, let's assume you start a day with thinking, how is that my day is going to happen today? Is that my boss is going to scold? Am I going to get the old requirement? Am I going to get candidates? At that point of time, how exactly your things will go? You may notice when you happen to go with this kind of thoughts, what happens primarily is your focus changes, all right? You will go in a panic mode. And when you try to interact, when you try to look at a job, you look it at a suspicious way. Why it happens like that? And at the end, there is no doubt when you reach to mid of the day, you will end up with 0 submissions, and that 0 submission will scare you when you reach end of the day. And why it is happen like that? Because you as a recruiter do not understand how to manage the energy, all right? So there is a technique that I'm going to share with you, that how you can able to manage your energy, because energy is the direct proportion of how we feel. I mean, if we look at the result, okay, if something is extremely well performed or something is not performed well, meaning not from your 100% efforts. So during that time, what happens? You feel as if, oh, I have not given my 100%. What is that happened to me today? I feel always energetic, I feel always courageous, but what happened today that I'm not able to give my 100%? So that affects the results. So here are the phenomena that I'm going to explain you that how it works. Your result depends upon how you behave, okay? And the behavior depends upon how you feel. And how you feel, that depends upon how you think. And how you think, that depends upon where you are coming from. All right? So I'll repeat it again. So first thing, from the front, the state that you are in, that explains, all right, if you are in a certain state, that decides what you are going to think and how you are going to think. And the way you think, that affects your feeling. And the way you feel, that decides your behavior. And the way you behave, that directly relates to the action that you're going to take. And the action ultimately comes with a result. All right? For example, if you are in a situation which is in a bad mood, right? Maybe you're stuck in a traffic, or you had a bad time at home. So what is that you will be thinking? Or the best example is the one day before or yesterday, you had a bad time with your manager, or you did not have much submissions. You will be thinking in a negative manner. All right, that is like you will be feeling dull at that point of time. From that panic mode, what is that thoughts will come? Oh, what is that going to happen today? Either I'm going to have a submission today, or still it is going to have the same day. And from there, you are going to feel in a certain way. If you are thinking, I'm going to get the old requirement, again my manager is going to scold, again I'm going to have a bad day, you are going to feel nervous, you're going to feel panic, you're going to feel scared. And at that point of time, when you feel scared, you'll behave in a certain way. How is that? You will look at the resume in a different manner. You won't take risk. You won't give your 100% to convince that person, because the negative feeling will stop you to give your 100%. And if you do not behave positively, because that is how you have taken action, and if you do not give your 100%, the result is going to fail, right? So it is very important in recruiting that you need to monitor your energy. So for that, how you are going to do that? For example, in your work, at any point of time, you just want to stop and close your eyes. Ask, how am I feeling now? Okay? Before you take a call, before you even put a string or look for a candidate, or after your dinner, if you did not have any submission at that point of time as well, you sit and think, analyze how you are feeling, right? It is easy to say, am I feeling good? Am I feeling happy? Or am I feeling scared? Or am I feeling dull? So now, once you identify how you're feeling at that point of time, just go back one step, okay? Once you go back, then you think, okay, why am I feeling like that? All right? You have to introspect. You have to ask the question to yourself that why am I feeling like that? So once you understand, there are certain thoughts that is making you to feel like that. So you might be thinking, oh, I'm still thinking about yesterday's 0 submissions. I think that's the reason I'm feeling like that. Now you understood the root cause of your behavior, how you are feeling, how you are acting. So what is that you're going to do is, you are tell yourself that yesterday is a past. Now I'm in today, and this is my reality. Whatever happened yesterday is happened. It is not going to happen today because I control my life. Now you found that that is just a small past thinking was making you to think in a certain way, feel in a certain way, and behave in a certain way. Now what you're going to do is you want to change the thinking. All right. I have 10 years of experience and I have done so many placements. I come out of so many bigger problems, and why I should scare? All right. Because I know my capabilities, I know my power, I know how to work, because I'm the person who made multiple placements in the past. It is just the day that did not go well, but as a human being, as a recruiter, I'm a perfect person. I know what I have to do. I'm an energetic human being. I am a perfect recruiter. I'm a productive recruiter. Yes. When you go with this energy mode, your thought process changes, your pattern changes. Now we are feeling good about it. Yes, that was just a past. All right, let me try today. Let me see what is the best thing I can add. And I'm sure I'm going to get multiple submissions today. And that is going to make you feel more better and energetic. And with that confidence, if you go ahead and you act on a resume or a requirement, you will see the results coming positively to you. All right. So this is the mantra that you need to note it down, how your thinking is going to change your result. You think positively, your result will be positive. All right. If you think negative, you know the answer.